Do you like to eat cilantro? Cilantro is very flavorful and nutritious, making it a great herb for health. Cilantro is common in many cuisines around the world, especially in Asian and Latin American cooking. Cilantro has a distinct aroma and is widely used in dishes like soups, salads, broths, etc. It can also be used to make tea. Most people enjoy the flavor of cilantro, though there are a few who do not like it. I wonder, is cilantro expensive where you live? Where I am, cilantro is abundant during the right season, but when the weather is not suitable, cilantro becomes quite expensive and harder to find. The problem we face here is that cilantro is very difficult to store. It tends to bruise, wilt, and spoil quickly. So, how can we store cilantro to keep it fresh for longer? So, we can still enjoy the delicious flavor of dishes with cilantro. Don't worry, I will show you a very easy way to preserve cilantro, so you can use it for a long time while keeping it fresh, just like when you first bought it. Are you ready? Let's get started. First, after buying cilantro, we will remove all the yellow and spoiled leaves. Be careful and gentle when removing them, because this is important for how well the cilantro can be preserved. If you don't remove the bad and yellow leaves, they will spread to the other leaves after they rot, which would be a shame, wouldn't it? Where are you from? Leave a comment and let me know. It's so fun to meet people from all around the world. First method, growing cilantro for reuse. After cleaning, let's apply the first method. Since we mainly eat cilantro leaves, we will cut off the roots and let them grow back. You should divide the cilantro into two parts like this. The stem part we eat, and the root part will be planted. The planting method is very simple. We will grow it hydroponically. You can use any plastic bottles you have at home to create a hydroponic growing container like this. You take a plastic bottle and cut it into two parts. Now, let's start planting cilantro. We put the cilantro roots into the neck of the bottle. Move carefully so the roots go through the bottle's opening. Then, place the neck part of the bottle into the other part of the bottle. You will see the cilantro roots touching the bottom of the bottle. Pour water in. Be careful to only submerge the roots, not the stems, as that will cause the cilantro to rot. All right, we have successfully planted the cilantro. Now, place the cilantro bottle in a balcony or a warm place with sunlight, and the cilantro will start growing fresh again after a while. Be sure to change the water every 2 to 3 days to keep it fresh and prevent the roots from rotting. In about 1 to 2 weeks, you'll be able to harvest the first leaves of cilantro using this method. Isn't it wonderful? To preserve cilantro properly and make it more convenient for every use, we will wash it. Prepare a basin. Add a bit of salt to it. Next, add 1 spoon of baking soda. Pour in water and stir until the mixture dissolves. Then put all the cilantro in and soak it. If you use the cilantro roots for hydroponic planting, you can cut off the roots for planting, or you can leave the roots and soak them to prepare for the next method I'll share below. We soak the cilantro for about 10 minutes. Baking soda has alkaline properties, and it can remove any pesticide residues left on the cilantro. Salt water has antibacterial effects. By combining salt and baking soda in the soaking water, it helps clean the cilantro and remove dirt and insect eggs. Cilantro is rich in nutrients, vitamins, and minerals, so cleaning it thoroughly is important to ensure the cilantro stays fresh longer. After 10 minutes, we will rinse the cilantro. Since cilantro is fragile, we should wash it gently. Have you subscribed to my channel yet? If not, please hit the subscribe button. It's a huge encouragement for me. Thank you so much. You can change the water and rinse 2 to 3 more times with clean water to make sure the cilantro is clean. After washing the cilantro, drain it in a colander to let it dry. The drier the cilantro, the longer it will last. If it's not dry enough, we can use a towel to absorb any remaining moisture from the cilantro. Okay, now that the cilantro is clean and dry, We can chop it and add it to our favorite dishes. However, let's move on to the next preservation method. Method 2. Storing cilantro in water. Have you ever thought of storing cilantro in water? It's quite simple. Prepare a glass or a plastic bottle that's been cut at the neck. Here, I prepared a plastic bottle. The size of the bottle depends on the amount of cilantro you want to store. Fill the bottle with water about 2 inches deep. Then add the cilantro to the bottle. I have 2 types of cilantro here, one with roots and one without. You can use this method for any type of cilantro you get. It looks like a little green flower vase, doesn't it? So pretty. Next, gently cover the cilantro with a large Ziploc bag or a plastic bag. Then put the cilantro bottle into the fridge. It will stay fresh and green for about 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the quality of the cilantro you initially bought. The cilantro with roots will stay fresh longer than the one that's been cut. As for the cilantro with roots, you can keep it outside in a cool place. No need to refrigerate it. Whenever you use it, simply take as much as you need and put the rest back for storage. So convenient, right? Method 3. Storing cilantro with paper towels. You use dry paper towels to wrap the cilantro, making sure the entire cilantro is covered so it stays fresh. We use cilantro that's been washed and thoroughly dried. Many people worry that washed cilantro won't last, but if we wash it carefully and dry it well, it's no problem. If you don't wash it first, you must dry the cilantro thoroughly after buying it. Next, place the cilantro wrapped in paper towels into a Ziploc bag or an airtight container. Store it in the fridge. The paper towels absorb excess moisture and help prevent the cilantro from spoiling. You can store it this way for 2 to 4 weeks. Method 4. Freezing cilantro. We use cilantro that's been washed and dried, ensuring there's no remaining moisture. Since we don't eat the roots, we can plant them in a bottle to regrow the plant. The stems we cut to size for eating. Cilantro is very flavorful, and it enhances the taste of our dishes. It stimulates the taste buds and helps with digestion. After cutting the cilantro, place it in a Ziploc bag or a container. I prefer to use a container. Store it in the freezer. This method preserves the cilantro much longer than keeping it in the fridge. The cilantro will still retain its flavor. You can do this once and store it for long-term use. Just make sure the cilantro is dry before storing it, as it will taste better. When you use it, simply take the cilantro out and use it directly. Be careful not to thaw it, as thawed cilantro becomes mushy and unattractive. Frozen cilantro works well in soups, stir-fries, and still retains its wonderful aroma while saving time in cooking. However, if you're making salads or using it for decoration, you should use cilantro stored in the fridge using one of the methods mentioned above. I've shared with you various methods to preserve cilantro for a long time without worrying about it going bad. Cilantro will always stay fresh and flavorful. Remember to choose fresh cilantro and clean it well to preserve it better. Which method do you like best? Leave a comment to let me know. Do you have any other helpful preservation methods? Please share so we can learn from each other. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you in the next one.